Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Our next major update set for Black Ops 7 and Warzone is, of course, Season 3, which surprisingly enough is actually coming up here pretty soon. For whatever reason, Season 2, usually they split into 2 4-week increments. The first half, the launch of Season 2, and then Season 2 Reloaded hits, and it's another like 4 weeks usually. This time they did Season 2 Reloaded in week 5, which means there's only 3 weeks in the second half. So between updates here, Season 2 Reloaded to Season 3, only a few weeks time before we have our next major update. In fact, as of right now, pending any potential delays or any road bumps or anything like that, Season 3 for BO7 and Warzone should be dropping on April 2nd, which means presumably we'll start to see marketing here just towards the end of March, about a week or so prior to the season dropping. That's usually how the Call of Duty marketing cycle goes, where we'll see full-on teasers, new trailers, ultimately a new roadmap with all the content, all the breakdown. But as of right now, we already have several clues, several leaks, and a few confirmed things for Season 3. And today I wanted to break down everything we know about the Season 3 update as we dive into all the details here. If you guys enjoy the video, you find the information helpful, do me a favor, drop a like. It's a great way to help share the video around to new viewers and keep more players informed. And if you want to make sure you're always informed for everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Now, jumping into mode by mode here, talking about multiplayer, endgame, Warzone, everything like that. I will have timestamps for each individualized mode. First up with endgame, unfortunately, this is what we know the least about. Really, all they've said about Season 3 endgame is that there will be more updates like the ones that we've been seeing. So new world events, new in-game things like that, potentially some new updates to the skill trees and things of that nature. The devs back at the start of the BO7 year did specifically mention they've got endgame updates planned through Season 3, but then beyond that, they weren't sure how much they'd be supporting the mode. It was going to be dependent on the mode's success. If players really enjoy endgame and it's got good reception and it's got a good player count, then they'll continue to push out updates beyond Season 3. But so far, what we can expect there is really just more of the same skill tree updates, maybe some exotic updates, then new in-game events and different things and activities like that. Unfortunately, though, on the specifics, we don't really have much to go off of as of right now. We do have more specifics though for the other modes. In multiplayer here, largely ambiguous yet again. Like the multiplayer updates season over season are very predictable. You're gonna see 3, 4, 5, 6 new maps, usually a couple of remasters in there, some new modes. So far, the one that they have teased is back on the COD podcast, saying that Plaza will be a remaster in the very near future, which basically just says Season 3 without saying officially Season 3, right? Like, most likely this will be a launch remaster map at the latest, Season 3 Reloaded, about a month after launch, but Plaza does seem to be returning. I'm just saying, this is one of my all-time favorite maps. I have so many good memories back on Plaza back in the day in BO2, and if they don't bring back all the classic music from this map, I will be disappointed if I don't hear, I'm gonna try it out when I'm running through the bar. It's going to be a less than ideal experience compared to the OG, right? So that'll be cool to see, fully come back as a remaster. Don't believe we've had that remastered ever in COD history. So that'll be a fun one there. But beyond that, it'll be a pretty standard multiplayer update, probably a new score streak in there as well. But again, specifics a little bit lacking there. Jumping over to zombies, we actually have quite a few specifics here, although full-on timeline is a little bit awkward because the devs, in my most recent dev call that I was a part of, did mention that Season 3 is going to be on the shorter side of things. Apparently, like maybe it's only going to be a 6 or a 7-week season as opposed to the 8, 9, or 10-week seasons that we usually have. And with that, it's hard based on their ambiguous wording so far to fully determine if we're going to have a new DLC map launch, a new round-based zombies map launch in Season 3, potentially around the Reloaded update, or if one will be coming at the launch of Season 4 instead. So the timing here is a little bit awkward. It very well could be the Reloaded update, but it also very well could be Season 4. So a new round-based map is on the horizon. They said about 8 weeks or so off of the last one, so timing there just a little bit funky. But they've also teased things like the legacy weapons returning as well, and that could be a big update here in Season 3. The devs, again on the COD pod, did mention they've got some interesting ideas and some very cool ideas how to bring back some select legacy weapons. So of course, classic weapons of zombies in the past will be back in some capacity. I would imagine either as wall buys in certain locations, maybe as mystery box rewards, or perhaps you have to do some Easter egg steps to actually acquire one. Either way, some legacy weapons will be debuting in zombies here in the near future, which presumably again is going to be season 3. Beyond that, we're probably going to see more of the standard updates with season 3 as well. Some new gobblegums, new events there as well. We'll talk more on events in just a moment. Quite frankly, Warzone ends up getting the largest update, at least so far, the largest known updates for season 3, with a lot of specifics already being mentioned here. First up though, a leak dating back to the start of season 2. New references for the Fortune's Keep updated map were found in the files, and with this, that would indicate that it's going to be coming in the near future. Season 3 seems like a prime spot for that. It's not officially guaranteed at this point. They haven't said anything on any official public posts, but usually when we see things updated in the files, it's for the near future, so it's quite possible that we do see a Fortune's Keep remaster or remake in some capacity, and updated versions of Fortune's Keep debut at some point in season 3. They've also used the word soon a lot here in recent weeks while we're in season 2 when referencing Avalon updates. Now, to me, soon in this context would usually mean the next season. It's just a matter of would it be seasonal launch or mid-season, but they have said Avalon Battle Royale, so standard Warzone with your loadouts and the gulags and the buy stations and everything like that, will be on Avalon in a future season. I feel like season 3 is probably going to be a prime spot for that to happen, and alongside that, big map battle royale rotation as well, where we're switching from Avalon to Verdansk, just like we have been switching from Rebirth and Haven's Hollow for the past little bit here in BO7 Warzone. So big map rotation and Avalon battle royale, very possible to debut here in season 3 or season 3 reloaded. We also know for sure here in season 3 that we are going to see a ranked play map rotation for Resurgence. So ranked will officially rotate between Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island for ranked play starting in season 3, and Black Ops Royale is going to be getting some new updates in season 3 as well. We know outright Avalon is going to be getting some map updates. They're going to be adding in new land pieces around some of the riverbanks and like the tidal flats. They'll be putting in more of those, but then Black Ops Royale getting specific updates. It'll be getting its own win streak rewards. They have confirmed that for season 3. So as you're going on your 25 and your 50 win streaks, like we already have available in Resurgence and Standard Battle Royale, Black Ops Royale is going to have its own unique rewards for that starting next season as well. And then we get into the global updates, so content that'll impact all modes here, multiplayer, zombies, endgame, and Warzone alike. Obviously, outright new weapons. Thing is here, we really don't have many leaks for any of these new weapons here. They've obviously been shutting down a lot of the leakers in the community as of late, and we haven't seen many updated files over the course of the past few weeks referencing new weapon code names or anything like that. So for the first time in a long time, we don't have any direct weapon leaks for the next season, but obviously there's going to be 4, 5, or 6 new guns available through the battle pass and through the various new events. We are going to have more challenges and more camo events happening though in season 3. The devs did come out recently and said that they're going to focus less on leaderboard events going forward, and they're going to be doing more events like Escalation Directive, which was probably the best event of the year, if not one of the best events we've ever seen for COD. More challenge-based events and XP-based events, basically limiting the number of leaderboard ones because they've seen the feedback that the community does not really enjoy those, and they want more events like Escalation Directive. And then one final thing to keep an eye out on in season 3 is a potential Modern Warfare 4 reveal. We are coming up on reveal season, on marketing season for the next Call of Duty, and especially this year with how pivotal of a year this is going to be for COD, they gotta nail the MW4 marketing, and I've said this time and again, I'm gonna probably repeat myself 100 times in videos over the coming months. I expect them to do more marketing and earlier marketing this year for MW4 than we've seen in quite some time, to make sure attention and focus is on COD in the midst of this year's game obviously not going over super great, and of course everything going on with GTA 6 on the horizon. But we've heard previously from various leakers and insiders that a reveal for gameplay for Modern Warfare 4 could be happening in June, and presumably about a month or so earlier we could be seeing the full-on key art reveal and name announcement and the start of the official teasers for MW4, which means that post season 3 reloaded, potentially in May, we could be getting an MW4 reveal of some kind, coinciding with a BO7 update or a general COD update around that time. So season 3 could be big for a multitude of reasons, just in general for content like usual with the seasonal update, but especially with some focus on Warzone could be a very big season there, and for COD in general, as we could end up seeing the next Call of Duty title officially confirmed and revealed during this season as well. Obviously, as we get any new information, any official reveals in any capacity for season 3 info, I'll be covering that in future uploads, so stay tuned for that by hitting that subscribe button and turning on those post notifications. But that's gonna wrap things up for this one. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.